Hey everybody, Nick Espinosa, your chief security fanatic here. And in FBI news, we are talking about a new cyber tip that really isn't a new cyber tip, but it's a cyber tip that the FBI just put out that all of us should be doing, whether you're tech savvy or not. Now, here's what's going on. The FBI, or Federal Bureau of Investigation, here in the United States, is advising people to use ad blockers as part of a warning about threats of scams online. Now, in their public service announcement, the FBI Internet Complaints Department says that ad blocking extensions can help protect users against fraudulent online advertisements that appear in search results. Cyber criminals are behind these ads, obviously, and they're made to look like messages from real brands and real businesses as well. Essentially, these fakes, which can sometimes appear on the top of search result pages, oftentimes contain links to fake websites or malicious software downloads that try essentially and do things like steal your login credentials or financial information, or simply infect you for the purposes of ransomware or other types of malicious intent. Now, by endorsing ad blockers, which essentially hide content identified as ads from websites, it essentially does exactly what that does. It blocks it from loading into your browser. The FBI is now effectively giving a thumbs up to what is considered a divisive tool in the internet publishing, including news sites, ecosystem, because they actively discourage their visitors from using it. That happened to me today, where I was going to a website and it said, "Hey, I see you're using an ad blocker. Only subscribers, to the website can view us without ad blockers. Turn off your ad blockers to actually read this news article." So this is an actual thing that publishers are pushing back on, despite that. Not to mention the revenue side of that as well. Now, as such, its warning illustrates just how perilous the internet advertising environment has now become. Online ad sellers such as Google and Microsoft are locked into essentially a ceaseless battle with cyber criminals who try and create thousands of accounts to bypass their security systems when purchasing ads. Despite constantly scouring their services for scams using ad verification and certification policies, these fake and malicious sites are still getting through. So in July, for example, this past July, researchers from Malwarebytes found that bad actors were creating fake search ads that mimicked websites, including YouTube, Amazon, and Facebook. Even YouTube's advertising system itself was compromised a few years back when cyber criminals started putting out fake advertisements that were netting them millions of dollars for absolutely nothing. Now, earlier in the year, Google removed ads that impersonated the customer support accounts of internet providers around the globe. Out of the UK, it was BT and Sky, as well as Comcast here and some others. More broadly, there have been many scams in the United States and around the world since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. Phishing messages sent by texts and emails, cryptocurrency scams that say they're endorsed by celebrities when they're not, fraudulent calls from overseas, fake offers around major shopping events like Black Friday, Christmas, all that kind of stuff. Not to mention the fact that we were just seeing at the beginning of the pandemic this huge rise. There was runs on toilet paper here in the United States. Well, guess what happened? A whole bunch of fake sites. Can't find toilet paper? Click here. Then it was PPE. Can't find PPE? Click here. Oh, your stimulus check from the U.S. government didn't get to you? Click here. These are constantly happening. But the FBI, interestingly enough, is going to start seeing pushback from the major publishers of the world, because this is how they monetize you going and reading that free article, because you're not spending X amount of dollars every month for either a subscription to their news, to their website for news, or getting a paper copy of the news. Very few of us do that anymore these days. So this is essentially where we're at. So I think everybody should be running ad blockers. Mine are integrated into the web browser that I use, which is Brave. That is the web browser I recommend because it is based on Chromium. They just stripped out all the trackers that Google put in there. And so it naturally just blocks things for me automatically. And the statistics that I see for the blocking of what this is doing is absolutely insane. So there you go. Use an ad blocker. The FBI says you should, and I think that's really good advice we should all take. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private. Thanks, everybody.